Welcome, everyone. This is the second session of our spin-off comedy improv or plain improv, where Kerri Evans, senior lady group. And we're only senior chronologically, we're all young at heart. So we're all going to go around and introduce ourselves. I'm Judy Berman. I'm relatively new to the Lenox Hill community, but I love being here on Zoom. And I'll pass it to whoever wants to go next.
I'm Renee Albert, very happy to be here. Happy to be with Judy and everybody else. And I'm very grateful to Judy for providing the Zoom room.
Right. And I'm Ronnie Halpern, and I feel the same way, Judy. So thank you. And this is hopefully going to be fun.
Yeah. Hi, all. Well, glad to see you all. Judy, so nice of you to bring us all together. Nice to see everyone. Elizabeth Levy. So I'll do my best to try to come to these meetings. There may be sometimes when I can't come because I'm in rehearsal, blah, 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 but I will always keep you in mind. And I'm just wondering,
yeah, I was asking if I could introduce myself.
Yes.
I want to say hello to everyone. Thank Judy. This is a wonderful opportunity for us to be together. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Can you raise the phone up or your body up or something? I don't see much better. Thank you.
Great. Okay, so I've been kind of asked to moderate, but if anybody wants to do it at any future time, feel free. You know, it's a cooperative group. So
does anyone want to start with a warm-up song?
A warm-up song?
I think, Ronnie, because you are leading the meeting, why don't you lead it the way you'd like to lead it?
Okay.
Okay, well, I just wanted to start out with some guidelines I think that we all need to agree to, because I was in another like a group that was an offshoot, not formally from the senior center, and some issues came up that some people's feelings were hurt. So I think it would be helpful to have some sort of basic guidelines also, which I think, we're all kind of familiar with, but just to, respect one another and all of that, and be kind. And
biting, no biting, no fighting.
No fighting, girls. But, just basically to try to do this without judgment. We're all kind of learning how to do this. We are experimenting with doing it like this. And that I believe our objective is to just have some fun and a little escape from what's going on in the world. And if we can learn things and feel creative and stuff like that, that would be great. Does anybody have anything they'd want to add to that? Diane, you're muted.
I would like to add something. I think it's very important.
Now you're frozen. Okay, I'm having difficulty. I don't know if anybody can hear me because everyone has frozen on me.
I hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm not frozen, but I know Elizabeth is not frozen. Everyone try and move around. Maybe we'll get back.
Well, for me, everyone.
Yeah. I see move a little bit.
So that there's not a lot of interrupting.
Sometimes hacks up. All right, so what were you saying, Diane? Edie, I'm sorry, I'm used to calling you Diane.
Yes, thank you. My most important thing is I think it's important that if we are not speaking, to keep ourselves muted so that we're not interrupting each other. Thank you so much, Ronnie.
Okay, thank you. Except I have a little thing to add to that, because if we are doing improv, obviously we need to be able to contribute and speak up. So, and I think we're a small enough group that I mean, if you feel like you want to mute yourself, that's fine, Edie, but I'm not sure in this smaller group that we need to do that, but certainly be respectful of not talking over other people if we can. And again, everybody's freezing on me. I don't know what's going on with my Zoom. All right, we'll try. But I see people have muted themselves. Okay, so,
Judy's doing
however-
warm-up exercises.
right. However, I think the little warm-up exercise we did last week with the counting worked fairly well. And I was surprised that so for that, we need to all be unmuted. And what we're gonna do is an exercise that we did in Kerri's class where let's say number 10. Okay, so we're gonna be counting to 10, but we can't, two people or how many people can't say the number at the same time. So we have to try to count to 10 without doing it on top of anybody. Okay, so start.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
6.
we gotta start again. Okay.
Yeah.
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
8.
8,
Whoops. Oh, no. All right, let's try one more time. Somebody start with 1.
1,
2,
3.
3,
Judy. You try one more time?
1,
2,
3,
4,
5,
6,
7,
okay, I think we'll be here all day if we keep trying to get to 10, but I think we did pretty well. Okay, so I know Renee came up with a couple of ideas. I don't know if anyone else was thinking of any exercises that we could do that you enjoyed, perhaps in Kerri's class or something else you've discovered or thought of.
keep in mind, please, the idea of singing Do Re Mi as an exercise.
In what way?
Do Re Mi Fa Sol La Ti Do. We could have a singing improvisation.
Yeah, well, we did one
No,
last,
I-
I enjoyed, but
Ray,
do you,
a drop of, I
okay,
know. Doug, let me go to gallery view and see if I can see everybody. And no, I don't see anybody.
there's only 5 of us.
I
I see
know.
5.
Yeah, I do.
The pictures are black.
Oh, goodness. This is a Zoom challenge day. What can I
Yeah,
tell
I
you?
think it is for some reason. I think it is. Oh, you're coming on. I
Oh,
see 'em.
okay. All right. So, Renee came up with some ideas of situations, which I can read. Anybody else, have you been thinking about things that we could do? Because it would be good if we came into each week with a list of things, so we don't spend a whole lot of time trying to figure out what we're doing.
Well, when I was
Okay.
talking to Renee mentioned about being in a wonderful, beautiful library, but having to stand and not being allowed to sit down in the furniture. And I thought that would make a great skit.
Okay, but Elizabeth, I'm sorry, you were saying something.
Oh, I was trying to.
Oh, no,
I-
it was Edie. I'm sorry. Edie was saying something.
Oh, who are you
But you can
speaking to?
talk.
Okay, I loved the Sound of Music so much when I was a kid and I went there that I wanted to imitate the song, and I thought I was trying to get the gallery view so each person would have a note. One would be
I
do.
know. Okay,
It was so cute, but I wouldn't know how to
Cute.
coordinate it, but another time.
I could do
all
it.
right. And I'm sorry, Edie, you were saying something. I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. In the future, I will put up my electronic hand when I want to speak. So I've thought of 2 experts that would be good. One is an expert in bat guana. And as you all know, that's manure.
Mhm.
And the second one is an expert in tropical storms. Thank you.
Okay, all right, so we could do the phony expert again, like we did last time. Let me read the suggestions that Renee came up with. These are just kind of different situations that we could act out and not a kind of game like the phony expert. Situations, the bride before a wedding, a husband or a child protesting his or her innocence, a salesperson pushing a product on an innocent couple, a cave person discovering fire, coping with new technology, or Zoom, yeah, could be a phone or a robovac or anything. Okay, so these are kind of situations that we could act out. So we could do that, we could do the phony expert, we could do the musical one, which I think that's probably my favorite, where we have a type of music and a topic. Anything else, and then we can just go ahead with one of those things.
I like the
Anything else?
music topic.
You want to start with that, and then maybe we can get into some of the other stuff?
Sure.
All right, so we need a volunteer to be the person singing.
Elizabeth,
No, don't volunteer her. She's got to volunteer herself. Would you like to, Elizabeth, you're muted.
Always. I'm a little foggy today, so I may just choose to observe for the most part.
All right, or you can maybe come up with an. All right, so who just nominated Elizabeth? Judy? Okay, so Judy, why don't you go first? I'm gonna nominate you. Okay, so we have to come up with a kind of music. So this could be folk music, rock and roll, opera, hip hop, some sort of type of music. So who can come up with a type of music?
well, what I
No,
envision,
not Judy. No, Judy, you don't come up with it. You're gonna be the one doing it. So you shouldn't have a choice.
Disco.
Disco. Okay. All right. So now we need a topic. So I would suggest coming up with something really outrageous.
not being able to stand in the library.
No, Judy, you're not gonna be, we are gonna tell you, okay?
No.
Otherwise, okay. So Elizabeth or Renee, do you have an idea of a topic? Anything, something outrageous that doesn't make sense even. She's ready to go. She just needs the topic.
Buying art supplies in the store.
Okay, all right. So this is a disco song, Judy, about buying art supplies in a store. Go.
I just love going to the art supply store. I need so many different colored pencils and paints. I love blue, 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 and red, 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 and pink, 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 purple, 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 and orange, and tangerine, and green, and black, and white, and gray, and polka dotty things. All right.
Right, very nice. Okay, so you get the idea, Elizabeth?
Yeah, okay.
Right.
You want me to
Okay, so let
sing
us, if you, okay, you can be the
it?
singer.
Okay.
So now
Just
we
say
have,
the word colors.
wait, no. This is new now. So now you're gonna have a new type, a new style of singing
Uh-huh.
and a new topic. All right, so how
Jazz.
about jazz? A jazz song about rabbits.
Mm-hmm. Jazz song about rabbits. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Boom, 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 boom. Nibble, 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 nibble. Nibble. Nibble, 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 nibble. Chomp on carrots. Wiggle, that means. Nibble, 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 nibble. Bong, bong. Nibble, nibble.
Very nice.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, so Renee or Edie, we've lost your picture and your sound. Are you there? All right, Renee, do you want to go next? Or
I
shall
hate this. I hate this activity.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well,
So-
I love it, Ronnie, so let me go next, okay?
Okay, all right. So we need to give you a type of music. Let's see. Can you do opera?
Yes, I can.
All right, Renee, can you come up with a topic that you're good at?
Siegfried on the mountain.
No, doesn't have to be an actual opera. This is going to be a song in an opera style, or, a topic in a style of opera. Any topic at all.
I don't,
Judy Elizabeth, you have an idea of a topic?
She
Or I can
she
come
went
up-
to the library and she found a beautiful book, but she couldn't keep standing. Her legs were killing her and they wouldn't let her sit down.
All right, in the style of, in an operatic style at the library.
Here I am desperate. I came to my little library looking for a book. And what happened? They made me stand. And I'm continuing to stand. And my heart is broken. Goodbye.
Very nice. Okay, so if Renee, you don't want to go, I will go next for the singing, but I need a type of music and a topic.
country western.
Country and western, okay, and a topic.
Love for Elvis.
Well, I don't mind doing that, but I'd like something maybe that has nothing to do with country or
Yes.
western. 'Cause I think
Okay,
it's fun.
okay. You went
All right.
to a store.
Wait, Renee's still thinking. Let Renee
Should
finish.
you wear should schools require uniforms?
Is that okay, Renee, or did you have an idea?
I don't even know what she said, but it's good by me.
Okay. You don't mean to torture you. You'll pick the next thing we do. All right. Should we wear uniforms at school
Yeah.
or
And you could do that to square dance?
no folk? What was it? Folk song?
Country western.
Country western. Okay. Should we wear uniforms at school? Oh yeah. Should we wear uniforms at school? I went to school, I didn't know what to wear. I went to school and I didn't know what to wear. Oh, but then they said we have a uniform. A uniform. I said, yeah, sure, why not? I'll do it, yeah. And so I wear a uniform to school. Oh, yeah.
Fabulous.
Okay, are we done with this? I know Renee
Yeah.
thinks so. Okay, so you want to do one of your skit things? Renee?
Whatever, sure.
Well, okay, so remember it was a bride before a wedding. We could come up with the people there. A husband or a child protesting his innocence about whatever. A salesperson pushing a product on an innocent couple. A cave person discovering fire, or coping with new technology. I like the idea of coping with new technology. only
Yeah,
because
you
we-
read my mind.
So much
read my
Zoom
mind.
issues today.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
so
a-
how about, okay, what if we're all on our very first Zoom? We never even heard of Zoom before this. And somehow I didn't know if well, what are we? Are we workers? Are we in a group together? What do you think? Well, why are we together on Zoom?
A webinar.
It's a webinar. Okay, so
Yes.
somebody's giving a talk and the other people are asking questions?
Yeah,
We're all experts to teach people about aging.
All right, so should we be phony experts on Zoom? How about combining?
yeah. How to, oh, it's tech support, a Zoom tech support session webinar.
All right, so a couple of, okay, so let's combine the two ideas, all right? So we are on our very first Zoom, and we have a couple of experts. Who are our experts? Judy is one of our experts. We have another, we need at least one other. Judy and Elizabeth are our technology experts.
Right.
All right, so Judy, you'll need to unmute. And that the three of us will be asking you questions and maybe not so sure about what we're doing because we've never been on Zoom before.
And neither have we.
Well, you're phony, but we don't know that. We think you're
All
a
right.
real expert.
Yeah.
All right,
It's
so
not really Elizabeth, it's the cat.
Could you
Maybe.
take the cat away?
No,
That's my sweetheart you're talking about. That's all
Since
I've got.
Since the sweetheart can't talk and participate, I think she should not be obstructing the camera.
okay. Well, that could be one of the challenges we have with the Zoom. So anyway, Edie, you will need to unmute at some point when you want to ask a question or participate. Okay, so this is crazy. I can't believe I'm seeing you guys. I mean, wow. My God, this is so wow. And our experts here, which I don't even know how they got here, maybe you can tell us, are going to be talking to us about this new technology and what's it called? Boom? What's the name of it?
Groom.
Zoom. Okay, can you tell us a bit about Zoom?
I'm an expert, and I've got Sarah Woodson on the phone here with me. She's gonna give me any answers I ask for if I don't know. I'm gonna Google her.
Okay.
Can I ask a question, please?
Yes.
I'm sitting here and I see a lot of strange people. And is it true that every Zoom meeting has a lot of different fish in it as well? I see fish in the background.
This is
Yeah.
a great question.
I know. Is that a requirement?
Well, I need the fish. Because it's medically necessary for me to have fish in my background. It helps me because fish have brains, and they help me to have more confidence.
And Elizabeth, how did you get into this?
Oh, my grandson taught me how to do it.
Renee, you had something you wanted to ask?
Yeah, I wanted to know, like, if I want to become really great at doing a Zoom, do I have to have fish in my background?
It can't hurt.
listening?
Fish are very important.
I think that's kind of finny, but okay.
Or birds,
Or
And a
what?
cat.
or birds or cats.
Oh, but can you do the cats with the fish?
Yes.
Well, that's the tricky thing. That with trick photography, yes.
I heard a cat. My God,
Yeah.
you can hear background noises in this. This is amazing. I've never seen anything
Right.
like this before.
It's called sound effects. And sound effects are very good, and I'll tell you why. They bring the meetings to life. And one of the advantages of Zoom having live meetings is you're seeing us each in real life. It's, if we can't meet in person for some reason because somebody lives in New Zealand and the other lives in Arizona or whatever, we can come to life, and it's just wonderful. We see each other. It's more authentic.
All right, I have a question. And that is, I just read in the paper in the New York Times that in Ireland, there's a Zoom meeting, and when things get boring, they bring out a goat. Do you also have a goat there?
Well, we're trying to get an approval to get a goat. We have to see if the Department of the Aging can give us a grant for that.
Yes. We may have an online webinar from the zoo and different parts of the world. So we have some people in Australia that will have kangaroos. And then we have people from Canada, and they're bears, real wildlife, the beautiful Canadian woods. So it just brings everything to life for people who wouldn't ordinarily get to see these things. Or see
I
these
have
animals
another
alive.
question. I have another question. I heard that if somebody misbehaves, you can put them in a different room. How do
Yes,
you get them into a room?
you can suspend the participant and remove them. Absolutely.
Oh, my goodness.
And if you don't like the shirt that they're wearing, you can do that.
So
Is
I have
it-
another,
I have a question. Is it true that you should be wearing makeup if you're going to participate in a Zoom? Does
You
that
don't have
enhance-
to.
Oh,
The reason you don't have to is because you could use a video filter to have eyebrows and lipstick.
how do you like that? I never knew that.
wow.
Yes, an opportunity to express your creativity and to keep your mind sharp of, figuring out how to make certain images. There's so much you can do.
So
And-
I have another question. So, yeah,
Honey, you're on mute.
on what?
On
You
mute.
were on mute. We couldn't hear you.
What's moot?
Yes,
You had
yes.
like a little red dot on the bottom of your screen on the right-hand side, and it meant that we couldn't hear you.
I'm on moot? Am I there now? Am I there now?
You went away completely. We only see your wallpaper. Oh, now you're back, but now you're mute again.
This is
And,
crazy.
and you sound just like a cat.
I sounded like a cat.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is amazing. I always wanted to sound like a cat. This is a great invention. What's it called again?
Zoom.
Boom. No,
But there's also a
Oh.
feature.
with a Z? That's a funny
Yes.
name.
See,
That's
like a
funny
zebra.
Well, the
It's
thing
a
I like the best.
name.
I've got a question. I was told it's called groom, and if you don't like groom, it's called broom. And broom because you wipe things away. Is that true, please?
Yeah, where did the name come from?
Zoom is zoom in, like get close. For people you've always wanted to connect with but couldn't because of geographical distance.
Absolutely.
Now you can see them live and zoom in on them.
Well, also to prevent isolation, you have a program that you could actually use wallpaper to make. There's something to make you can have wallpaper that comes alive. So that you like if you wanted to have a cat, you can get a cat on your wall and have the cat come to life right in your house.
I mean, like that?
Amazing.
Absolutely.
Well, my friends, I think I've heard enough from the experts, and I want to practice something else now.
What would you
Thank
like
you.
to practice?
I
All
want
right,
to
so
practice.
let's thank our experts, please, because I think they did a great job. I'm gonna get rid of my big cat here. Okay. Go back to Blur. It's my
He's
newest
my
thing.
magic.
I love Blur. All right, so how shall we continue? How much more time do we have, Judy? And what
Well,
would you like to do?
I'm going to try to see if we can go as close to 4 o'clock as possible. I would say at least another 10 or 15 minutes.
Okay, so we have time for at least one more something. So
Let's
we
do-
have two ideas now. Yeah,
Let's do what Renee suggested.
I'm like to be the cave woman that has discovered fire and
Okay.
how she's dealing with that.
okay. And do you have any other people in the scene with you?
Ralph,
Ralph, and who's Ralph?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay, so you're showing this to Ralph. So who would like to be Ralph? We need a
Diane,
vol-
you be Edie, Diane, you be Ralph, please.
Goody, goody. All right, I'm Ralph.
All
okay.
right, so go.
What is that orange thing in the corner of my cave? Did you bring dirt in here that's orange?
Now, my darling Renee, we've been together 30 years. You know, I don't bring in any strange substances. What have you been up to, my dear?
Well, I see this orange flary stuff in the corner and I'm a little bit afraid of it. Maybe I'll try to just touch it. What do you think?
And that's a good idea. And if anything happens, just bring your hand back and yell out, help, and I'll be here for you.
Okay, Ralph, here I go. Yikes! Help!
Oh, lordy, lordy, here we are in Africa, and my darling wife Renee has touched some funny thing. What is this thing that you touched?
I think we should give it it doesn't seem to be going away. Maybe we have to give it a name like Albert or Fiona or something, or maybe Fire. What do you think?
Oh, my lordy, that's a good idea. Fire, Maya, Graya, Tire. Yes, I like those. They rhyme, and you start with fire. Good
Okay.
for you.
Okay, so it seems to be burning a little. I'm going to take this joint of musk ox and
Yes.
I'm going to stick it in fire
Yes.
and see what happens. Whew, smoke's coming out. Woo!
Oh, my lordy, Renee, my friend, bring that fire outside. I just killed a big ox and we'll see what we can do with it.
Okay, how do you bring the fire outside?
That I don't know, but I'm sorry, I have to leave now. I'm going to say goodbye because that ox is actually waiting outside.
Okay, thank you, Ralph. I appreciate.
Okay. Thank you. Very nice. All right, so should we pick, anybody have any other ideas? We have time for one or two short things or one longer one. Or
I would
you
like
want
to see something from the cat.
Something with the cat, you
does
say?
the cat have a suggestion, Elizabeth?
What do you say, sweetie? Where's my dinner? Yes. Teaching cats how to communicate or how to communicate with cats. Therapy cats.
Therapy cats.
Therapy.
All right, so let's maybe come up with some sort of scenario where there is a need for a therapy cat. Maybe something that's not usual. Because I like doing things that are a little more outrageous. Judy, you had an idea?
Well, I definitely need a therapy cat.
You need a therapy, and why do you need a therapy cat? Maybe it's how about this? Remember Queen for a Day? It was a terrible, terrible show where the person with the worst story won the refrigerator.
Yes.
You know, my husband left me, my house burnt down, but you win a mink coat in a refrigerator. So how about we compete for who's got the best story to need a therapy cat. How does that sound? All right,
Yes.
so who wants to go first? Plead their case, and Elizabeth will make the decision, and along with the cat.
I
Okay,
think-
who goes first? Judy, you
Someone-
go first this time.
All right, since Judy said she needed a cat, okay, that's good.
Okay,
Well,
All right, so you've got, let's say 3 minutes to plead your case.
well, I would love to have a therapy cat that I can talk to, because I know how to talk to cats, and the cat will be able to give me advice and suggestions and help me make decisions, and, talk to me when I have anxiety. If I can't get my therapist on the phone, my cat would tell me, my cat actually could even share a cocktail drink with me. It's something nice. Like my cat would watch a TV show together with me. I like to have a cat better than a husband, and it's something really good to have. A cat is great, and they don't abuse your bank accounts. And it's just really great. Well, thank you.
Okay, great, thank you. Okay, now Renee.
Well, I'm calling my therapist, Mr. Katz. So, Mr. Katz, I need some advice from you how to handle a tough family situation. We're squabbling and carrying on. What advice can you give me? Yeah. That's it? Mr. Katz, you have not been very helpful today. Thank you anyway. Goodbye.
Okay, so yours is a replacement. You want a replacement for your Dr. Katz, another Dr. Katz. Okay, sounds good. How about Edie Diane?
Oh, no, I'd like you to go first, then I'll go.
I'm trying to come up with an idea. Okay. Well, I have a very, very serious situation in that I went to the supermarket yesterday, and I just had this kind of manic episode, and I bought so much fish, and I don't know why, I just wanted to buy fish and fish and fish and lox I'll eat, but the other stuff I'm not sure about, and I really need help in eating it. So that's why I would love to have a cat to help me. Thank you.
oh, yes, you'll get help.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Now it's my turn. And I want to appeal to the cat therapy lady. Life has become unbearable for me. Every single friend I had has said I have to be out, and they don't want anything more to do with me. Why? Because I talk too much. They can't stand me anymore. I'm left in the world without a single friend, and I need a cat. I'm even beginning to hear noises. I hear a noise in the background. I am desperate for that cat. So please choose the right person. Thank you.
Okay, so you've heard 4 very, very appealing stories, cat lady and cat. So who wins the cat, or who gets the cat for therapy? Or do you want to enter the contest too? Is that allowed?
All I can do is speak on behalf of my wonderful therapy cat. It's just wonderful. I don't have to pay to go to a massage therapist. Every morning and every evening, I get a beautiful neck and shoulder massage she needs. I don't have to do anything except lie there and hear his purrs. It's just so relaxing and so comfortable. It's very good. And he's so full of love.
Yeah, so who does he pick?
Well, we have a foster program. So since he's only one cat, there is a foster program of several cats like him, and you each get to foster a cat if you like. And we have a calendar.
Hey,
on board, like I had an allergist to give me injections so I would no longer suffer cat allergies, and that is the truth.
And do we each get a new stove also?
Get a new what?
Do we get a new stove and a mink coat too?
No, well, no, you get something much more valuable, much more precious.
Friend,
That,
a cat that's your friend.
right.
Okay, good. Good work. Yeah, Renee.
I just came back from the cat store because I've
Uh-huh.
been listening to you, Elizabeth, and everybody like that. And I brought home a cat, a therapy cat. The only thing is, it's a very, very, very large animal with stripes, gold and black stripes, and a tail that whips back and forth. I'm a little afraid of it. It's
We'll work
named-
with you with that. We'll work with you to know how to deal with the cat. Since the cat's sometimes afraid of you more than you're afraid of that of the cat.
I don't
So
think
there-
this cat is afraid of anything, and I keep throwing meat at it and it keeps eating the meat.
Yeah.
So
Just
I,
wink your eyes. Don't stare at the cat, just like squint, and he'll feel more friendly. And let him come to you.
I'm thinking of returning that cat to the cat store. I can't get along with it.
Yeah, well, it's your right.
Uh-huh. Would you like another cat?
No,
It's okay.
Do cats
Well,
ever like catsup?
cat's up.
Cat's-
There you go. That's a good thing.
Yeah, yeah.
How about a dog?
Um,
How about a dog? Would a dog work better for you?
To me,
Yes.
no animals at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
okay. I think we've exhausted this one. So we have maybe 7 minutes left. Any ideas of how we can finish out with a bang or not?
Well,
Can-
I
can
think we
we
did, it's
Go ahead.
okay. Renee, go first. Go ahead.
Remember the other time we tried to do a story where we each said 2 words and we
Right.
each took, I like that. That was good.
Okay, but I think maybe we should each do a sentence because the words it went very slowly.
Okay. all
The
right.
other thing is, well, my
And-
daughter recommended this thing where you use the alphabet. So the first person has to do a sentence starting with an A, the second one with a B. Yeah.
Okay.
Edie.
my friends, I want to make a comment. I think because Judy is our wonderful Zoom host, she had a lovely idea about a musical, and I'd like to go out with a big bang.
You want to go out with a
I'd like
musical?
Judy.
Okay, so shall we maybe, I know Renee doesn't like the music stuff, but can we come up with a kind of song and a topic that we can all add a verse to? How, is
We
that
can do
okay,
that.
Renee? You
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
that? Okay. So why don't you pick the style since you're having the more challenges with the music? So Renee, pick a style that you're comfortable with.
I don't know. A dirge.
Oh, we did. The kind of music you like. I know how funny that is, but. Da, 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 da. Can you something maybe a little bit more upbeat, please? Unless it's an upbeat dirge.
No, something
How
in a
about
style.
Broadway?
Well, let Renee finish.
No, that's good, Edie.
What did she say?
She said Broadway music.
Broadway. Okay. All right. So we're this is the grand finale of a Broadway musical. Okay. And what was the musical about? Don't say cats. The musical was about.
Was about being lost on an island and finding your beloved.
Okay, so the end of the musical, the 2 stars of the show have found each other at last. All right, so this is the big production at the end. So Judy, why don't you get us started? And maybe do like one verse, and then each of us will take a verse. And let's go in order of, how about Renee, Elizabeth, Edie, and I'll go last.
Okay, well, before I start, I just wanted to say that I really do love this time with all of you, and I really do value the friendship that we have. And eventually, maybe we're going to make a theme song of Kerri Evans Girls. Kerri Evans, whatever.
Sounds good.
So
We meet in person one day. That would be so fun.
Wouldn't that be? It will happen. All right, Judy. So this is the grand finale of the musical about the two lovers that find each other at last on the desert island, right? Go.
oh, what a beautiful morning. Oh, what a beautiful day. I've got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way.
All right, who's next? Okay, Elizabeth?
Hello, young lovers, whoever you are. I hope your troubles are few. All of my wishes go with you tonight. I've been in love like you.
Okay, who's next? I forgot. Neither one of you.
Renee's next.
Okay, Renee, go.
Darling, we found each other after being so lost, even though the island is so small. I'm so happy. I'm so thrilled. I'm happy and happy today. Thank you, my dear, for coming my way.
Very nice. Okay, and now Edie.
Yes, my darling, let us walk on the sunny side of this island. See the Pacific waves coming in. See how I love you. Oh, what a glorious day.
Nice.
Yeah. I have one.
Wait,
about-
it's my turn.
I'm sorry, Ronnie. I apologize. I'm sorry.
I lost what I was doing. We go together like Rama Lama, Lama Lama Ding Dong. We'll be together like Rama Lama, Lama 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 Ding Dong. We found each other. Wow, yay, that's it.
Yeah. This was
All right,
great.
what were you saying, Elizabeth?
I
We
know
have-
Kerri
2
had
minutes.
always say that everybody should, when they pass a ball, it should not to contradict or negate something. It's like yes and. I just want to make sure that that we adhere to that unless we decide not to. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that's part of our rules. Yeah,
Yeah,
great.
because when you, Renee, said, I want to return the cat, I just felt the negation. And it kind of threw me. I felt like a little cut off.
Well, that's my character.
That was her
Sorry.
story, yeah.
But I thought that Kerri said that to make it positive, like yes and, or that kind of thing.
I positively wanted to return.
I think
I know
when
you did.
we're-
I know you
Elizabeth,
did.
Can I maybe clarify that? I think is
Okay.
that
all right.
when we're passing it to someone else, or when someone passes something to us, we have to go yes and, so we don't negate what the other person said. Renee was
Yeah.
kind of negating herself, so maybe that's sort of maybe acceptable. I'm not sure, but yeah, let's try to keep it positive.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. I'm very vulnerable. Unless it's a specific exercise or something, because this is all
Yeah.
I've got.
But I think it has more to do with when we're passing it back and forth to each other than what we say ourselves.
Okay, next
Well,
Thursday is,
I want to thank Judy for being our host, and this has been wonderful. I'm looking forward to seeing you all next week.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So again, if everyone can maybe come up with 1 or 2 ideas, either a scene or an exercise that we may have done, or something that you might find online, that will help it go more smoothly, so we don't spend a lot of time, what are we doing next? So, this is our group, so we can all participate in it.
thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Okay, Great week.
next Thursday at 3 o'clock, July 1st. Take care, all be well.
July,
I got a lot
I
out of
may
this.
not be able to come next week. I might
Okay.
have something pending, but you know.
I
Absolutely.
might not get here either. I have a ticket for the Immersive Van Gogh, so.
Oh,
know
I
what?
saw.
You want to make
Oh,
it,
that's
let's
wonderful.
make, should we make it 2 weeks? Let's make it 2 weeks. Let's make it July 8th. Is that good?
That's, who knows, but yeah,
Yeah.
at this point it is.
3 o'clock, July 8th. Perfect. Thank you
Okay,
all.
then we'll skip next week. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
And let
Take
us
care.
be supportive of each other.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Take care all.
All
Okay.
right.